Yes. You are live. I've been live for 4 minutes. How late am I? 47 minutes late. Do you know how late that is? 47 minutes late is bad. Do you know? You know, it's all right. When I fucking put this on my story, it's 8 o'clock. This was not for this this Sunday. This was for this not even Sunday, is it? What day is it today? Friday. It wasn't for this Friday. I never supposed to. You never supposed to. I never. What do I say every time I do one of these on a Friday? The Friday is the no-go zone for a fucking live chat because everyone's doing stuff on a Friday. But I wanted to do a live chat. I've wanted to do what I thought moving into this house was going to be. But no, do you know what? Yeah, I am. This ain't going to be another false promise, right? Watch, yeah. I said this is I can't get the angle and everything right. I still don't think this is going to be where I'll be doing these live chats from because I never originally thought this is where I was going to be doing the live chat from. But I think I kind of got blagged into it. I don't know, mate. The Christmas stuff staying till. Hang on, listen. This ain't no joke. Even I don't care who disagrees. So you get 12 days after Christmas, don't you, to put your decorations down. So the 25th was Christmas Day. So in it the 5th. Everyone was saying the 5th. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 days the 5th. Yeah, people were saying the 5th, but I didn't get my because of a fucking mixture of fucking retarded fucking people and useless fucking tradesmen. I didn't get all my decorations up till the fucking when were they all up in the end? As late as the 14th, was it? Let me check my pictures when I got my tree up. No way. They are going down on Sunday, but I could fucking keep up to the middle of January because I had a fucking terrible December. I had a fucking terrible year, by the way. Oh my God. Do you know what though? I feel like no one's had a good year, have they, in the world? Anybody you talk to saying like, I can't. I feel like remember like 2019? Yes, Dad. Do you remember like 2019, 2020? I felt like everyone was having the best years ever. And then you think you're having a bad year, but I feel like everybody had a bad 2025. Everybody in the world. Maybe that is time to start believing in God. Maybe God tested us all with a year. When did my tree go up? I'm in October. I'm busy scrolling here. I'm in October. Thinking, why can't I find this fucking Christmas tree? Have I gone that far? It couldn't have gone up this late. If it went up this late, I see they're up there. No, they're not. Is that just up? When did my tree go up? Oh yeah, my tree went up on the only 7th. No, but that was just my tree. When did all my other stuff go up? 8th. It wasn't even that late. Was it even that? Oh yeah, it's still fucking late into December. People, do you know why it probably felt late? Yeah, and this needs to be fucking discussed. Yeah, this is bad stuff, and I don't understand why it's just fucking everyone misses. No one watches them. The whole point of the whole joke of the live chat deck is no one watches them live. Well, to be fair, no. If you don't do them on a Friday, if I can stick to doing these on a Sunday, which I never, it's impossible now. But I did have 2 years of being able to stick to them on a Sunday, and I didn't never actually. What am I talking about? I've never been able to do them on a Sunday in the last 2 years. But that was when they were originally meant to be. They were meant to be a Sunday thing because I know from being a podcast head. Sunday night and Monday, there's nothing, no podcast going on. The one Boxing Asylum, and even that's a bit garbage since that fucking Steve left. But I still get like blagged into listening to that because there's no fucking podcasts from the Sunday till American time Monday, like 4, 5, 6 in the afternoon when the good ones all start, like Ariel and fucking Luke Thomas and that. And so I knew Sunday, and then I stuck to it for about. When these were popping, mate, when the chat used to actually be busy, people used to be like to me, "But do you know what was bad?" Yes, Stefan. Do you know what was bad? Yeah. Oh, Stefan, I've been meaning to ask you a question, really, but I can't ask you on here. I'll have to text you at some point. Oh shit! Do you know what I've been fucking? Look at this, yeah. Look what I've got. Oh, guess shout out Seb. Yeah, Seb got me. So I've got 2 of these, yeah, 2 fucking miniatures. I ended up with about 6 of these off all various people. But guess what? Seb was my first. Was he my first? Yeah, he was the first. Was he the first? I don't want to give him the credit if he was. No, he definitely was. Yeah, because he's seen everybody. Seb was the first one of my mates to come round out of his way when I moved in here and fucking bought me Prosecco glasses. Not only Prosecco glasses, the fucking best Prosecco glasses ever. And because his fucking bird wanted them so much, yeah, and they were in a TK Maxx and they were the only ones in the TK Maxx. But TK Maxx, it's just a fucking treasure shop, innit? You find one mad sick thing. And his bird wanted them, but he's known I'd want them and love them. He's drove to another TK Maxx fucking well out of the way to get them for me. I mean, that's how much of a good mate he is. Can you believe it? So this is another thing. Who asked me? Kira asked me, did I have a good Christmas last thing here? Bear in mind, I am Mr. Father Christmas. I want my decorations still up, and it's not laziness. I want the Christmas spirit still. And do you know what? I wonder if I will. I wonder if I'm going to be sad when the decorations go, or if they're making the house look cluttered. I don't know. I can't tell. Stefan, you came here when the Harry Potter stuff was still up. Sometimes I wonder why I look around the kitchen. I think it does look fresh, white, and it looks nice and fresh. But I think, would it not look sick with that Harry Potter fucking wallpaper in that corner, just a little feature wall instead of the fucking Marvel films and all? Oh, guess what I realised? So, them Marvel films, I've always wanted that, yeah. I copied it from, I can't remember why I seen it. It's possibly got it. I got half the house back again. When they go down, lad. What? Oh, yeah, no, I get you. But anyway, and I wanted to copy the idea, but I didn't want it in my room. It was in the lad's bedroom, a guy's bedroom. I never really wanted it, but I wanted it in my house, so I managed to put it into JJ's room, and I've got it in my kitchen. But guess what? The space to fill all JJ's one wall, so two on the side of the door, one where the door went in, and then all along that wall, it was one more film. I had to leave one of the Avengers out because I thought, fuck it, don't need all the Avengers. I've got Endgame. I've got the first Avengers, and I've got Assemble, but I ain't got, what was the one of one? My bird took out them all down. What are you talking about, you? Oh, your decorations. Fuck me, mate. How did I forget all that already? That's how stoned I am. I think I'm off the weed, you know. People will laugh at me, but I think I'm actually off the weed. I'm loving it. I used to get stoned every minute of every day when it was just me, yeah. If so, the fucking second I weren't being a dad, I would get stoned well, not that. That's a lie. Because if I went to work and that, I wouldn't. But if I'm not at work and I ain't got JJ, I was stoned, yeah, big time. But now I feel like I'm not. I feel like I've not been able to. That December took it out of me. It was not a good December. The day, I know. I caught up in the end. I'm thinking, is he talking about fucking Marvel picture frames? What's he talking about? What was I saying then? This must be the first one, Dex. Could you believe that? What I used to do? Have you two listened to about 2 live chats before? I blocked somehow, but I don't think I did. I think, and it's mad because who would it have been? Who could it have been? Hang on. Imagine it's done again and I find out it's Emma. The only person I left as a thingy to this is Emma. How do I find that? Where that was now? Oh, I'm not going to be able to find it again. I blocked, yeah. If I go on YouTube and let's see if I can see it. I had like 32. Stefan, you were blocked. You wouldn't have been able to talk on this. Well, you would have been, and you would have been able to see your messages. Think they're all in there mingling. I think it's to like stop hate, to stop going, look, he's blocked me, because they just think you're being ignored, and I can't see it. I promise you, people was having to make new accounts, and we couldn't work out why. I'm doing this without even being able to see myself. I'm just still talking there while I'm clicking through YouTube, and how do I do it to get that stat up? So I put myself on the laptop. Hang on, create, and realised I'd been blocking everyone. I blocked all the main chatters. Paddy had a second account to talk. I think you sent me a screen record of it, didn't you? Oh my god, I did. Stefan, how useful are you all the time? Stefan, you're one of the only people, yeah. I reckon 4 maybe, other than mum and dad. I reckon 4 people have got the thing of having a single name in my phone, saved as a single name in my phone. No surname. You, Louis, another. Louis probably one of my best mates in the world. Saved as Louis always. But my sister, nope, first second name. Only my mum and dad get away with that in the family. Yeah, here it is. But what app am I on there? Someone fucking sabotaged me at the end. You know what? I'm gonna have to make sure. All right, it's on this. It's on YouTube. Click on that, I think. Is it that? I don't know. Yeah, moderators. Community moderation. Oh, that weren't it. Where it is. It is. Where is it? User management. Do you know what? Hidden users. Now I've got rid of them all. Yeah, I've unblocked them all now. Hidden users, yeah. Do you remember that? What was it? I thought I'd be able to see them, but they're all obviously gone. Yeah, I've got it. I fucking had. And do you remember, did you see the list? Seb, but I think some of them, I must have done loads in one. Paddy had to make a new account for like, if it happened to Paddy, yeah, this is what me and Paddy were saying to each other when we worked it out on the day when I worked it out. He was like, "Mate, I had to make a new account 2 months ago, and I never would ever." Imagine how many people just would think, "Are you a fucking messing thinking I'm making a new YouTube account for this fucking idiot?" And or would they know if I was blocked? How bad's that? Did you see the list? Look, the list's here. And bear in mind, I'd already deleted the load before I got this before I started this list. All the mods weren't banned, but most of the mods didn't even like fucking round the Benza mod. He don't come and watch these live. Look how many fucking people. Banned literally can't talk in the chat. Look how many of them. 32 people, and they were like the chatters. Anyway, I've not even opened it. 15 minutes. Mate, I was turkeying for one of these Prosecco's. You know what, though? I feel like all day. So I've been working today. Although, so Ed's this year. my Friday job that's actually think it's going to be my Tuesday job. Is what's it called? I drive to Leicester. I just drive a van to Leicester. Yeah, that's it. Pick up a van in Birkenhead. Well, in Ellesmere Port. Drive it, but literally that Ellesmere Port and Birkenhead are like 2 minutes away from each other. Drive it to Birkenhead. It gets loaded. Drive it to Leicester. It gets unloaded, and then I've got to drive around the corner from where I drop it all in Leicester, go into the fucking recycling bin. This is how you know I'm a rough bastard, by the way, because when the people are there, it's only water though. When all the people were in there, helping the first week when it was all going wrong, and we had to put all by fucking hand. They just put. I don't know what they thought. Was going to be possible for me to do. They just put 4. Oh no, because they were taking the bins at the time. I'm wrong here. I'm slagging people off there, and I'm wrong. At the time, they were fucking forklifting the bins onto the thing. That would have been horrible to drive around with. But then anyway, so they put them in bags now. So I just get in me. People use gloves in that. I don't need gloves to fucking get bin bags. But I broke my finger, you know. Look how evidently I broke my finger. How do I get it till you can see it? Can you see it? Look at that. You can't see it well, can you? You need to see it from this angle, from the way I am. But look at the difference. That's not how a finger should look if that one looks like that. Right, how can I show you this? Look at that, yeah. That's not how the finger should look. There. You can't see it on here. It's pissing me off. Yeah, there, mate. Of course you can see it. Look at that. To that. To that. I've got skinny fingers. It's fuck, mate. I can't believe how bad it is. It's twice the size. And do you know what? It's starting to like actually hurt now, where I can't close my hand in that. I'm not going to be able to drink this, you know. When I'm stoned, I don't think anything worse than drinking. I don't know how people do that. A lot of my mates growing up, my like proper potted mates, because I never got to potted levels where if I know I'm going out at night and having a drink, my aim is to get pissed and go and have a good time. I would never have a joint in that day. Like rarity, where maybe if I've like fucking gone on like we've gone like on a mountain or something, and then after it we're going for a drink, maybe, but never would I fucking my mates who've been knowing they're going out would get stoned all day, because I think, albeit when you're stoned, I go soft, but I don't just think I go soft like mentally. I think I go soft in everything. I can't take pain. I can't like have like Prosecco to me when I'm not pissed. When I'm I won't be able to drink both of these, but do you know what's good when you're stoned? Lewis, another one, but probably my 2 best mates in the world, both of them, my 2 actual best mates, I'd say, but head and shoulders above everyone, are Louis and Lewis. The names Louis and Lewis and Lewis and Louis. And do you know how many times in my life I'll be telling a story about one of the others 2, and someone will be like, and if it's just a newcomer, it's like Lewis, and they'll go, I'll be like Louis, or the other way around all the time. This is my first week. This is the cheers to the year, because this ain't the episoded one. This is the big live chat of the year. Oh, that is fucking vile. They're not good, and you know where they're from. The people. I don't have nothing against it, because I've been giving these to gifts all Christmas and that, and even the bigger ones. It's just the fucking cheap ones from Aldi. But you know what? I think they're not what you start on. Do you know what I mean? They're perfect. I always think, yeah, they're perfect to have in your fridge. The Aldi and Lidl Prosecco's, they're like $4.99, and I drink them more. I drink more of that Prosecco than I drink any other Prosecco. But I think you need one nice bottle first. What am I talking about? I've got a big nice bottle for tomorrow. I've got one of the, but I'm not. I don't want to. There's no way I could not drink a full bottle, and if it's open, it's not gonna be as nice. You can't start on the cheapest Prosecco, I don't think. I think you should, because when you're pissed, you can't really taste the difference anyway. That is vile, by the way. I won't be able to drink 2 of these stoned, and I've not even got a lot of fucking. Ooh. You should know how late I'm being, because I've had 1 sip of this while I've been on here, and it's half it left. It means how long do you think I was just sat here, stoned, playing on my phone when I should have been on here? Probably about 15 minutes before I got on. But there's something about when you're stoned and having a finger. I thought, when was the last time? I think the last time I had a drink though was last year, the 2024 one. I need to rewatch. Do you know what though? Honestly, I was saying this at the start. This is a promise, yeah. So my life has changed now. Tuesdays, I can do whatever I want, no matter what. I can commit to something. So every Tuesday, I'm doing a live chat. So I said on the year 1 of YouTube, see where you are in a year. If you want to keep doing that. But I thought at that time I was flying. I was doing fucking, but I was doing all kinds. I was doing videos on Craig David. Do you know what I mean? But I can't be asked. But I love the live chats. These are sick, but this is not enough. What I need to do is reactionary lives, shorts all the time, not lives. Fuck me. Actually, yeah, no, that's what reactionary lives would be sick. Every time there's one piece of news, just go live, stoned on my couch. Have you seen the news? That's the new lane I'm going in. See how sick of these glasses, yeah? A full one. I've had 1 sip. Do you know what would be good? Oh, I can take it out of there. Watch this. Just fucking get them both in. 'Cause I need my drink size full, so watch this. And if I can... Oh, nah, do it just with that. Can't be asked getting in it like that. Hang on. How can I do this? Are we just going hands in? Ah, see that finger? It's causing me real trouble, you know, that finger. So when I did it at the time, yeah, I think I've said that on here before. Ash Cutman, yeah, because he was like a loader guy. He was one of my closest mates ever growing up, yeah. We were very close. We still are now, but I mean close as kids, because we were the two loudest, best footballers, and who we said was first cock and second cock. We just decided it, despite the fact in primary school, I'd only ever had fights with 2 people, I think. Aiden fucking Hilton all the time on smoke, and Wes Morris all the time. But me and Wes Morris me and Aiden never mates. We're good mates now. We weren't really mates in school, and we fought all the time. And then me and Wes were good mates though, but we still fought all the time. Who else did I have a fight with in primary school? Do you know what? I'm giving myself a misjustice then. Do you know what it was, right? No, this is the truth. It was fucking Cutman who was the one who didn't fight. I got into fights in school, but I was never a fighter. But we just allowed him to be first cock. There was always a thing, yeah, and he admitted he heard this years later. And then loads of people who were my mates at Florida, and even like Chris Hart and that, who's young as us. It was my thing where I was sick of Ash Cutman, yeah. From years of always being his understudy at Florida Lane. I was fucking sick of him, and I just swilled myself, but like even an ice cube's come out, like, you know, like as if no one could swill himself that bad if they tried, and I weren't trying. Like proper swill myself, my pants are soaking. Oh, how sick is my finger? This is a bit different to the other one. The other one was 2 of them, but I feel like it's dark, and I like this. This is a fucking. You know what I've liked in my kitchen? My mum gave me all the tat you can see in here. Legit, she'll back me up. This, the green fucking tree, all of this, yeah, is shit my mum buys through the year, because she goes in charity shops and all that, and junk shops and all that, because she's just the sickest, most amazing person in the world, but she's fucking mad as a box of frogs. She just likes bargains and that, and she likes sick shit, and she just fucking buys all shit, and then I end up with it, and I love it. That's so in this kitchen. I don't like it bright, but it is too bright because they've got fucking spotlights everywhere. But that's what makes it sick. So I just have that side lit at all time, then the side over here with the TV and the fucking little booth and that. I don't like it lit, but I like it with. I don't know what I'm going to do even when it's time to get rid of these, because I've liked it having a bit of a light. The green one sat here. That's not over here. The star's on the exact other side. But I just fought for the finger. I didn't like the. I don't know what I'm going to do for a set for the fucking finger. Maybe just it needs to be messy. But I was going to put. I had imagined I was going to have something on that wall, but I don't feel like I can be arsed with that. Can you believe this? Yeah, imagine this. This is the God's honest truth as well. My mum will tell you. Meg will tell you. So I came and looked at this house twice, and no matter what anyone said, people always say it in real life. I don't know if it'd probably be very obvious on that. And people were asking me, two people, is it real paneling? And I was like, yeah, it's real paneling. And fucking, it's obviously not real paneling. When I've got here, it's obviously not real paneling. Do you know what? They had the same wallpaper over there, and I ripped it off, and I think sometimes, do I regret it? I've had about a sip of this. Yeah, Lewis, but I think it's at the same time. I think this is just hard. I don't think you get the same thing. Lewis always said, if you have a little bit of red wine with your joint, yeah, at the same time, though, you get this, like, different to being stoned buzz. But I can never, when I'm actually at, well, maybe I could. Maybe he's right, because when you're stoned, I just don't feel like it's nice drinking, is it? Maybe the proper potheads just power through. Oh, see, 25 minutes in, I've just been speaking about nothing and everything. And that's because, look, so I don't know if this is what, so Tomo came to mind before the Arsenal Villa game. We went out for a few pints, and I'd just done a live chat, the Christmas one, and I had notes, yeah. And he was like, oh my God, you do notes for live chat? Because I never had said in the last, I've been doing it for about 6 or 7 live chats, but I'd never said in them 6 or 7 live chats I don't have notes. But back in the past, I used to say I've had notes, but I've never said I have notes either. And he found my notes, but so I felt like a fraud. But I have been having notes for about 6, 7 things because I used to, and I am now. I'm too stoned. I never finish a story, but then I feel like the notes make it worse because then I keep going back to like, oh my God, we didn't finish about Anthony Joshua because I see the name Anthony Joshua, and then I just think sometimes let the story go. No notes, mate. And look at this, yeah. Is this kind of doxing? If you can work it out, I'm fucked, but I bet you can't. I said this. Look at it's wet now because I'm swilling myself. Oh, the joke's gone. Wounded. Do you know what it was, yeah? It was an address here, so I'd obviously cut off there. I'm selling croc charms on eBay. It was how do I do it? That was the address wrote out badly. You can see the imprint in it. Look. Yeah, see, you can see it there, but not enough to read. And then where that's got wet was my second attempt where it's like, right, come on, fucking game head on now. That first one was fucking terrible. There's no way that I read the postcode or any of it. And I wrote it nice and neat. And do you know what? I got it nice and small as well. Obviously, the packing's only small, you send them in. Guess how sad's this, yeah? So, have I been on here since I went to Milan? Out infrequent. I thought I was going to move in that house. And it was going to be boom, I'm back on the live chats. But I think I will stick to the every Tuesday. Watch I'll do 40. Can you believe? Around this time, I was thinking it'll be time to episode 100. I've always said no matter what it might be, I might get there by 80. Yeah, I might fucking finally get my head in the game and get there by 80. But who knows? But even if episode 100 is the first one, that'll be and it'll be a live chat live, and it'll be easy enough to blag anyway because I can just guilt trip. Even 40 is a fucking big crowd. I wouldn't want that many. 20. I could guilt trip 20 good mates and put it in a tiny venue, yeah, and do a live chat live, and it'd be fucking piss funny. Do some unexpected ones who don't know big, in the live chat and go into big things like some of the fucking big stories that the Newcastle fucking car story, mate, that you could never in your million dreams life ever tell on a fucking live chat. But then you'd want to record the live. But I thought I'd get to 100 by now. I was thinking by now. But I think last year I kept saying, because when it got to the year and I was like, but when I got to the year, I think they was popping. They were still on like 600-700. But you don't think I'm stupid. I paid fucking Ant Evans a fucking fee to find out this fucking information. Well, he wanted a very high fee. And I got fobbed off to a fucking cheaper one who give me the analytics for a lot cheaper. But they were all I needed to see was the stuff. And if you get 10% of your, if you're getting 10% of your following that watches your shit, whatever you do, shorts or thingies, and this is just by law of averages of being an idiot. But then they do say you need. My thing is, why will I could, do you know what I know? And it's like, but I'm just so against it. and to be fair, I'm too old now. I think 30. I think 22 when it was Snapchat, but my Snapchat was always private. But I got the thought of living my life when I was younger through any form of public social media, mate, blew my mind that people did. But now my life's different. I'm just a big fat dad. This is actually going down quite nice. It's not. Do you know what I think I've just got is the little buzz from it. Let's put the second one in. I've got about 2 more of these and then a full bottle, but the full bottle, what I bought, these were all fingers. Did everyone else have a good Christmas? Do you know what? What's sad is I remember the last couple of Christmases. Last Christmas was all right. It was all right, but I've not had the best last Christmas. I don't think I've had a good run of Christmases at all. Can't possibly. Can anyone have a bad year as bad as last year? Not just. I don't mean me. I mean as bad people have had. Surely this year's got to be good. I don't think it even needs to be. To be fair, last year was just a fuck up, really, with life. But now it can't even really be that bad. I don't think. But that was a lot of sadness that in last year, mate. I still get. Do you know, like this is mad, yeah. So today there's an old employee, yeah, an old work colleague who I speak to probably about. I'm putting more ice in that. I need to get up and get ice, but I'm chilling here. I've got this. My fucking. So no matter what, yeah, and it's because this radiator is just off behind me, but I can't. Yes. And then, well, oh, he was there. Pedro was next to me the whole year's next to me. Pedro, you're making your fucking weekly appearance. Well, weekly. Yes, the gang. What a sick dog. Can you believe? You on to lad? Yeah, I am onto them fucking Tony boxes, bro. I am onto them Tony boxes actually. But he's got one at his mum's, and whenever we buy the toys the same as each other, he's never interested. That's a big burp. You know, I barely drank today. I was home so quick though. So get this, yeah. Never even finished the story about work. So all this morning, I fucking. What's that? Oh, it's Madison Square Garden. Yeah, I couldn't be asked going to work, yeah. At all, could not be asked going to work. And then, but I went, obviously I went. I'm one of them. I never actually, people don't know that, mate. Remember that time I was sick of myself, the fucking sick of my, I bet you that still exists in my phone. I am fucking, you will not get a more reliable in terms of attendance, which is all some people care about sometimes. If you're in all the time, so the days when you fucking put big shifts in when you're in, or your big shifts in when you're ill, and people respect it. You know, sometimes you go in work ill, but you put in a big shift and it gets respected. How would I find out when that was? Was it February? February 24. There was some unbelievable. That's what's sad about last year, 25. Sorry. Some of the fucking best things in my life happened. Liverpool won the league. I got to see Liverpool win the league. One of the best fucking. Well, the Spurs is probably top 3 days of my life straight away. The Spurs home game, top 3, top 4 days of my life. We had shit like that. That was sick. What else was fucking sick in 2024? There was a few other sick. 2025. There was a few sick things. You know, I keep saying, "Oh my god, I've actually just gone to the Bobby thing yesterday." I cried over Bobby again. Proper cried though. But so get this, and I keep saying this in here. I cannot, no matter what, watch anything long. I can't watch. I don't watch films or series at home anymore on my own. I just sit on my phone with a fucking some like background noise on the TV playing on my phone, like but like not really messaging people. I'll be on like YouTube, but like flicking through YouTube videos, flicking through all my podcasts for about 10 minutes of each, or going on fucking shorts. And then, but I've made a conscious effort of now trying to just fucking fuck my phone off and watch a film. And I've watched 2 full films, start to finish, without my phone, last 2 nights. Maybe one was like, maybe through the whole film, I looked at my phone 5 minutes altogether through both films, and both films were long. I watched Cinderella Man 2 days ago, and then last night I watched, how bad is my hair on? But look at my hair. Not had a haircut all Christmas. I look like Leroy Rossini. I'd literally do look like Leroy Rossini. We're both bald people. I bet he didn't know. I bet because he's mixed race. Plus, he's from a fucking fortunate background, so he definitely wouldn't know. He wouldn't know how bald we were going to go into our 30s. I used to mock bald people all 20s. I still can't get out of it, and I still will. I still call Slot a bald cunt, and Slot is a bald cunt. How mad is it? How right I was about Slot. Can you believe now the football we're playing? Our fans, because of how bad it got at parts there, are now like, wow. And we would have, but you expect it. If we won the league, I've always said I'll take 2-3 and I got to see it, yeah. And it got to like, not obviously I weren't in the ground. I'm banned to the end of this season, but just see it. Do you know what I mean? Just be around it. Just be at the ground. Get to celebrate it around the ground. Do you know what I mean? Not like last time where we was all in our house. I had lots of people in my house partying, but you couldn't go out. So and what was I saying then? Oh yeah, and then I was saying about the thing you're saying about what was I saying about? good things that happened in 2025, or was I talking about slot then? Anyway, we won the fucking league, yeah, sick. Oh, yeah, I was on about him winning the league. We never saw it properly with the COVID one. We lied to ourselves for a bit, but realistically, we didn't. And then this time, we have fucking seen it, and it was sick. And I used to always say the deal, 3 years. I don't give a fuck, 3 years, give me 3 bad years. I'm asked if I get to see us win the league, and we did. But then when you spend 450 million that summer, it's hard. I didn't expect it to be. I thought, I was saying at the start, go and look at the podcast before the start season, and obviously all my mates, and I was saying this, I even repeated it a couple of days ago. I genuinely hyped myself up to back-to-back league titles. I couldn't believe it. I used to always think, what, 1 league title, 3 years? Sometimes I used to think, so Arsenal was on this run, and I used to say, so before we'd won it, so we won it last time. Probably before we won it, even the COVID one. But when they were getting up to high levels in not winning the league, I was thinking I'd go 7, 8, 9 years now. I'd happy go win a league and go at 7, 8, 9. And if we maybe get, because we were always win a European Cup every decade at least. And I was thinking, as long as we win a fucking European Cup every decade or every fucking like 7, 8 years, you can't ask for fucking more than that in your life. How greedy would you be to think? So I've seen, obviously, I were at Istanbul, but I watched us win it. Do you know what I mean? So then. And then obviously I was in Athens, but we lost. But then I was in Madrid and we won. And then I was in them all. I was in Kiev. My video's on there. That's still the Kiev video, still the video that has the most ever views on my YouTube account. But I posted that on YouTube back then. Probably me thinking at the time, because it was blowing up everywhere and I was getting nothing from it. Imagine if that was now, because it'd be attributed to me at the time. I'd have blown up. But back then, nobody went viral. It was just before fucking people were going viral for nothing. My video got used on the radio and everything. Why didn't I get to fucking do it? But no, if you blew up for a video that big, it was everywhere, by the way. That video was everywhere. Everyone was using it, playing it. Dua Lipa. That's one of them things that was in my fucking Snapchat memories. But I bet you I could still find, I bet someone must have that, or I must be able to find that, where Dua Lipa's on the fucking radio, on Radio 1, and they play it to her. And you can hear my full voice in the fucking video because of how obvious I am, and I'm tapping all my mates and everything. And people some saw, but he found me from the video. He found me from seeing that video. An Irish lad, and I'm still mates with loads of them now, knew me from that video. Or did he? No, I'm getting that wrong. He knew that video. It was been shared, but obviously he didn't know nothing of it. He couldn't believe it, but he couldn't believe it was my video. But he'd seen it and it had been shared everywhere. How many views has that got on here? You don't get a penny from it. How do I find it? My first ever short. Oh, and then I'm going to regret all them fucking stupid short series. No, I'm not. When I start losing weight again, mate, wait for series 3. They get popping them fucking weight loss series. I love them. You get sometimes the odd one of them will get like quite a lot of views. Where I don't know. Where I never put no tags on them. You can go and watch them all. Some of them got like 7 views of that low, but some of them get like thingies. But 513k views. 513,540. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's a lot on YouTube. Look how young everybody looks. How do I put videos on there? Right, I asked Thingy once this, yeah. How can I get videos so they play on this whilst everyone's watching? So I could go, look at this, boom, and there's a video there. So I spend the next 25 minutes just sabotaging a live chat and finding out how to do it and testing it live. Yeah, I am going to do. How do I play a video alongside myself on StreamYard whilst I'm live? Well, how do I play a non-copyrighted, you know what I mean? Copyrighted video whilst I'm live. Let's see what my man chat says. Because how would I get that video though? Can I screen record my phone and airdrop it to that? What do you mean, report bug? Screen share the video, most common option. Oh my god, open StreamYard, add yourself to the stream, camera mic, open the video you want to play in another window. Oh my god. Camera mic on, share screen. Is that true? Screen share the video, most common. Open screen share user, add yourself to the video. Open the video you want to play in another window. Click share screen. Picked up. Fuck off. Is this true? How do I do that? Open StreamYard Studio. Is that what I'm in? I don't know what StreamYard Studio is. Is that what I'm in right now? Add yourself to the stream. Oh, this is StreamYard Studio. Open the video you want to play in another window. Right, let's. Oh, but it's not going to be a YouTube video, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. My YouTube video. Your channel. This won't work. There's no way this will work. Oh, I'm not enjoying that. Shorts. See, I've not spoke about nothing. That's why I need notes, but then I don't want notes because I keep going back to my thing. I think the notes will come back, you know. Although I think this is more fun without notes. Yeah. Right, so play that. Yeah. Open the video you want to play. Click share screen. Where does it say share screen though? Where does it say share screen? Anywhere on this? It doesn't. Or is it on this? If the video, click share screen, pick Chrome tab, window, or entire screen. Don't know how to do it. Impossible. Recording. No, I don't know how to do it. I know I can add a video, so like what? Do you know what? I was waiting for it to say you are. Look at me without my beard. I've just seen it. Oh my god, it's only coming back. Was it on the it must be a little bit on the thingy. When I went finger, oh my god. When I went full ball, full shaven, worst thing I've ever done in my life. And anyone who's ever said you look better before. I look younger, yeah, I did. Admittedly I look younger, but I look fat as fuck, horrible as fuck. This beard hides a lot. Can't wait for it to be as bushy as it was before. But look at that. So I know how to do that, look, where you can play a video one. I don't want that. I want like a video like here. You know what I mean? Oh, is that the what's that channel? Yeah, what's that channel? Hold on. Background. Blue waves. Why is he not doing it? Background, is that because that's in the way? Hang on. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I literally don't know how to do it. Option. Go to brand. Yeah, that's what I'm on now. Upload, add your video, watch it live or the clip. Yeah, but I know how to do that. You can't do it. Right. This is saying option 1, screen share the video, most common. Can it be that hard? Watch this. I bet you I can watch it. I can find it on YouTube. Oh my god, now I just put something. I've just got bored of it. You won't think that. Is that still playing? Can you hear that? That must be annoying. It's annoying me. Right. So how can we do this? I'm determined to do it yet, no matter what. So what was it saying then? Oh yeah, YouTube. I'm going on YouTube and wondering how to do it. StreamYard, play video whilst live. Maybe you can only do it while you're recording. How to play video clips in StreamYard. Here we go.
Let me walk you through how to play video and audio during your live stream using StreamYard.
Yes, girl. Shout out, what's her name? Oh, do you know what something I always think, but I get away with it because I'm black. I butcher every mother. But maybe it's because my dad's Nigerian and that, and I'm not really. I'm Bolton's. I don't know. I butcher all names. I can't pronounce anything. Shout out Sarah. Nigan. What do you reckon? What's this woman called? What's this lady's name? How do you pronounce that? Oh, there's no way of getting it to focus. Nope. Where would I put it? Her anywhere. You can't press it like you can on a phone. Boom. Sarah Knight. SARANYUYEN. S for Sierra. A for Alpha. R for Romeo. A for Alpha. N for. What's N for? N for November. G for Golf. U for Uniform. Y for Y. Yankee. E. X-ray. N. What's N? Oh, November. Why does November keep slipping me? How do I do this? Hang on, let me watch it.
I hope you grow your
Let's watch it together. Do you always, when people watch tutorials, they like me, where they just skip 5-10 seconds ahead every time because they just can't wait and they go past everything?
The broadcast studio.
Hang on, we're in.
I want you to go over to brand and scroll on down.
But this is an old video. They've updated it all. This is one of the issues. It's now media assets.
Here
we go.
And you've got some videos that StreamYard have already uploaded.
Yeah, but
And in order to use
Hang
those
on.
ones, all you would do is simply click on it and
Right.
it would appear
Yeah, but we don't
during
want
the
that.
live stream. Load your own videos in this section.
Oh, she's
Using
just
this
telling me stupid things. I want it when I'm in
that
the
has the video
video.
in it, but you can do
Oh, hang on.
if I play the video,
She's
it
done
will
it. She's
play
done it.
through stream.
Oh, you're joking.
I
Hang
would
on.
click on
I should have watched it.
tab.
Listen.
So
Hang on,
visit
listen.
YouTube or some other
Right, we go.
platform
Let's go,
that
let's go,
allows
let's go,
you
let's
to
go.
play video with sound. I'm going to play one of my YouTube
Yes,
videos,
let's go.
and I've got it open in a Chrome tab. So this is the video that I
Chrome,
want to
what am I
play.
using?
Now in StreamYard, in
I'm
order
using Chrome.
to play this video, I would click on Share Screen, follow the prompts. I would click on Chrome tab.
Nah, where did she
To
click?
play this video, I would click on Share Screen,
Nah, I ain't got share stream.
follow the prompts. I would
Oh yeah,
click
share
on
screen.
Chrome
Oh my
tab.
god, I have.
I would choose that particular tab that has the video in it, and then I would click on Share Audio, and I would click Share. And then
Boom.
you can see that the video is appearing
Oh,
during
put
the
my
live
password in.
stream.
Oh my
and
god,
if
this
I
is gonna
play the
change my
video,
life
it
if
will
this
play
works.
it through StreamYard.
You may not be able
If
to
you have
record
a video
content
that is
stream.
in MP4
Context of
format
what?
already on your computer that you want to play during your live stream,
Why is it
what
telling
you
me to
can do
quit
is
Chrome?
you
No,
can
later. I
drag
don't
it
quit
and
Chrome.
add it to your actual Chrome browser.
Right, hang on,
And then
boom,
we
get rid
can
of that.
choose that as a tab.
Oh my god, I
Just
think
like
I've done
we
it, you know,
did a
guys.
YouTube video to play. So I'm
Oh,
going to,
I've missed
if I
loads of what she's
play
been
the
saying, though.
video, it will play it through StreamYard. If you have a video that is in MP4 format already on your computer that you want to play during your live stream,
Yeah.
what you can do is you can drag it.
Oh my god, this
to your
changes
actual
the game for
browser,
me.
and then we
This
can
changes everything. I'm gonna start it tomorrow. Am I starting now? Should I start it right now? Yeah, let's start it right now. How do I send? How can I send? I'll just search on this. Oh my god, will you be able to see what I'm saying? I can play. I'm gonna start a series where I E for X-ray. Is that what I said? What E for Echo? Sorry. I don't know. I still do. And just, you know, like the worst person ever just went with it. Still to this far. Then again, maybe you heard it wrong. Did I, when I said E for X-ray, I do remember saying X-ray. And what would be X-raying? What was I reading again? Yeah, I'm feeling some kind of way after fucking nearly 2 bottles of them little things. I might get fucking pissed. When was the last time I was pissed? I haven't been pissed in ages. Do you know what? When I want to stop getting... I was going to say something really bad that I shouldn't have said then. Never mind. Guess where I'm going tomorrow? Sunderland, Everton in the Sunderland end. Finally back in the fucking stadium. You know, I miss the football, I do. It's got to be said. I miss getting in that ground and singing away. At the end, next year I can start doing it. Imagine how big I'm going to be now when I can be a vlogger. I'm going to start vlogging the Liverpool games. Watch me. I need to. What am I doing with this? So what if I play that? Hang on, get off Luke Thomas. If I play that, do I have to play it on here? Oh my God! Can you hear that? Can you hear that? There's 40
One kiss is all it takes.
There's a bit of a delay. Right, what was do you know what I've been doing? This is going to open a whole new can. Ban lifted again next year. It's finished, end of the season, it's done. Right, let's get rid of that for a second. How do I stop that? Do I just go to that? Yeah, let's chill with that for a minute. But that's fucking sick. I've never been able to do that the whole time. Oh my God. Or even that now, that's shite. You want it like that. Oh my God, that is gonna change my life, mate. I'm gonna make the new, what was it called? Not You've Been Framed. Or was it called You've Been Framed? But it didn't have to be framed, because you could just use like pranks and that. No. What was the film, the video? I only used my age. Stefan, you're a bit, not you're Stefan, you're a bit my age, you're a bit older. What was that show called where it showed funny clips? It was just people showing funny clips. What was that called? If it's on YouTube, can I play it? Or is that not, am I thinking it of, hang on, let me go back on me. Am I thinking that of differently? Do you know what I've been addicted to recently? I can't stop watching, can't stop listening. And I think it's because there was no podcast over Christmas. All the Americans ones shut down for the holidays. So not Joe Rogan, but yeah, I suppose him. Only because he's got the guests on. I can't stop listening to that Shane Gillis. This is just me finding him out. And I keep, for some reason, going to call him Sean Gillis and search him as Sean Gillis. Just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and searching Sean Gillis all the time. He is one funny bastard, him, you know. Yeah, it's got to be you've been framed and you won like, did you get like 250 quid if you got the one of the week? But I feel like they weren't all framed, but it doesn't matter because maybe it just meant framed. Sick, wouldn't it? You've been framed, bro. I'm going to be the new you've been framed. And all it is as easy as that. No, that. Boom, you've been framed, mate. Although I would go a little bit more like, I'm small there, do you know what I mean? Like I could easily cut to about where the premium is, but do you know what? I'll take that anyway. That's fair enough. That's too big though. You're not seeing what you're seeing. So do you see you've been wooged? No, that's a terrible name. Man, I'd willingly have another bottle of them Prosecco. I might actually go and get another one of them bottles of them Prosecco. I'm having a good time. Who's this Liam Racina? That's my dad. You must remember it. Remember his dad. But I remember Liam and his dad. You know what's mad? Hang on. I forgot his dad. Leroy as well, mate. It's the joking black person's name. He's got a show on Netflix, that Shane Gillis as well. Has it? Doing what? He's a funny guy, that Shane Gillis, you know. That some of the stuff they like, there's some things that, but I don't know if they'd be funny for anyone else. Well, they will be, obviously. But I find things when I'm watching, I've been watching things with Shane Gillis on and Theo Von. But I always was on Theo Von. I've never hated him, but I've never thought he was as funny as I think he is now. But I guess I never really, I don't know. Because Theo Von. I feel like I hated things just for no reason when I had Twitter, legit. And I feel like this took a lot away from my 20s. So I think, well, fucking hell, mate. Who had a better 20s than me? I had the best 20s in the world, mate. But I feel like I was not an angry man because I've never been an angry man, but I definitely a negative person because I had Twitter. I promise you that is truth. And that's what I've been speaking to. Another story I never finished today. Me and my mate Harriet, we probably message for a full day every just literally blue moon. And we, what's it called? We've had a day today messaging, sending fucking long voice notes. Full just mates, yeah. I just work with her at Salvation Army. Fucking hell. She's got 2 kids and and she's married and that. Do you know what? I love weddings, mate. I love a wedding more than anything on planet Earth. Yeah, I love them. And I can't wait to have mine. Then again, I don't feel like you'd enjoy your wedding. I bet you don't enjoy comedy sitcom. It's an easy watch. Ties, it's called. Oh, yeah, I have seen, I've not seen it, but I've seen it on when I've been on his wiki and that, yeah, where he's works for his fucking, it's something to do with his family's, tire gaff, innit? Not tire gaff, car fixing gaff, garage, innit? No, not really. Oh, my dad, do you know what? How sad is that? Right there, just right in front of me. Who's Liam Racina? You must remember his dad. No, not really. But to a lot of people, that's just a normal chat. But that's my life with my dad now. Leroy Racina, my dad definitely remembered Leroy Racina. He definitely did. I remember. I think me and my dad have chatted about Leroy Racina before, multiple times. Oh, what we on? 51 minutes, mate. This is what it is though. When I'm just loose like this, I enjoy them so much. The notes has been a killer. I didn't need the notes. I was trapped in the notes, but I've only had the notes for about 6 weeks. This has been good. I enjoy it. I might go and have another one of them, you know. I have another one. I've got 2 left, but then I don't want to lose. But then I'll just have another joint. Soon the second I finish. Nah, I don't need another one. I've had 2. That's been enjoyable. See, do you know that's one thing I never do? Legit. On anyone's life in my family, including my own kids, everything. I never house drink. I never just drink in the house. Peter, that's what I think the downfall is of a lot of people is, and I'm not criticising them, listen, everyone's got the demons and that, and I've had mine and still battle with things, but I think drinking in your house is a slippery slope. I don't really drink in the house. Not on my own. I can fucking go out and come back to the house and and crack on for fucking 14 hours, do you know what I mean? So suppose that's drinking in the house. But never just boom, come on from work, drink in the ocean. I mean, I know, and I have mates, and listen, I've got mates who are serious high professionals, yeah, making big money, having big lives, multiple houses and shit. And they drink every day. They get home from work, they have a stress, that's their life stressful because they're working that. They come home, they get pissed, and that's how they fall asleep pissed. And then get on with their life the next day. They don't get hangovers either, they never feel rough. feel like you just drink your roughness away. Maybe I'll be like that because I feel like these are a lot, mate. I think that's the generation just above me, in it. They're all fucking like that. All my generation are just potheads. Leroy Senior, I can't believe my dad doesn't remember it. Well, he's not. He's typing. I was on Liam Senior, you know. I feel like I was on Liam Senior the whole time, but I used to like playing with him. He was a silver card on the first Ultimate Team. Does anybody remember the first ever? Is anyone old enough to remember the first ever Ultimate Team where it wasn't? It weren't like where they made it where they proper just started rinsing it for money. In the end, where it was like special players and packs, special pack deals and shit like that. It was more fucking, I suppose, innocent. It was just where you bought the cards, you could buy packs to get better things, and that's where they made the money. They weren't being greedy, but you trained your players. Remember, you did training sessions, you held training sessions with your players, and that's how you trained them up to, instead of having an 87 cost fucking whoever scored an hat trick and he had a good week, so they get you that, and it's like only out for a week because that's good work. To be honest, mate, they must have been killing it. FIFA, I bet the stock shareholders and that couldn't believe it. The money there, they had people addicted to it. They had people addicted to Ultimate Team. Once you couldn't make money fairly by just being smarter than everyone else, which I suppose more money savvy than everyone else, like I was. The first two Ultimate Teams where you trained your players, I was richer than anyone. I bet you I was one of the richest in the fucking UK for coins because I learned how to do training sessions straight away and knew exactly which players you do. Always do England players because any England player always went for more than anyone else. Darren Benson, go pick them up for like 2K, train them to 99 and sell them for like 35K to lazy rich kids who just spent all the money on packs instead of having to fucking learn it, mate. And then sometimes even after I'd done my training sessions, on the fucking first Ultimate Team, I'd go and sit on the 60th minute. That's how I was. I was like a fucking Jew on fucking, what's it called, the Diamond District. I'd do anything for money on that game. I'd go and sit on the fucking 59th minute mark. I'd sit on there for 6 hours. Just chatting away with the group chat and sit on the fucking 60 at the 59-minute mark. Does anyone remember the 59-minute mark? So you could put people up for trade for an hour, yeah? That was the most short time you could do an hour. So if you went to the 59th minute and 59 second and kept refreshing around that point, it was hard because sometimes it'd knock you back 6 seconds. Think how many cards are getting listed at all times on the FIFA database. You could, what's it called? This is one of them things. If I was not too stubborn to have a TikTok and I shorten this onto a TikTok, this fucking clip, I just won't do it. There'd be enough people who were money savvy little bastards like me, little scurrying rats on the first Ultimate Team, who'd be like, oh my God, I remember that. And you'd go to the 59th minute and 59th second and just keep refreshing and wait for people who made mistakes and listed someone for an hour. And before they could, the system of delisting someone, it took about 6, 7, 8, probably about 10 seconds getting in, click, and fucking buying it. And I remember, what was that? And nowadays, all them bots and the auto-buy players, is it still a legit scam now? Or am I acting like I'm inventing something for you? But the first anyway, but obviously this was miles before anything like that happened. And another thing, so let me finish on it. This is another thing, and there'll definitely be someone, probably not who watches this, that's a sad thing. Does anybody remember a time on the old Ultimate Team, on the first Ultimate Team, for no reason that could be ever explained, if you I bet I probably had a scar for 10 years. There was a thing that lasted about 18 months before they fixed it, where if you pulled out remember the 360, how it had the wireless dongle at the back, and you had a dongle that plugged in, and that's how you got your wireless. If you plugged that out, the players were exploding on opening a pack, and plugged it back in, you got another pack. People remember this. You got another pack for free. I had blisters, not a blister. It was as painful as that. Do you know where the skin goes indented and shiny? I had that, like my scars, but like from a couple of weeks of work. I must have found out by the end because it stopped working after a bit. But that and the 59.50, I bought Jess. So my one, you'd always make little bits of money on it. If it was a little treasure sheet treat and you do the market, you'd always make about 100 grand every time. If you could make 100 grand every 6, 7 hours, it was up there. As if you could be asked wasting your time when you had millions for 100 grand. But every so often I'd throw a little shift in. And I always on the hump for a big one. Do you remember you hear stories about people who got this and sold it for this? And especially I was a little nerd on all the forums as well. And I got a Micon. Do you remember the rare Micon that came out? But so it was when Inter Milan were winning it. Was it the year Inter Milan were winning the Champions League? It must have been. So what was the first ultimate team? What has he done to warrant being made Chelsea head coach? See, I want to have this big conversation with my dad now, but it'll have to wait. Just suits the profile. Just fits the profile. We'll get into it later. I think Liam Senior fucking appointment is ridiculous, but that 6-year deal means nothing. It'd be like the Pardew. You remember the Pardew 7-year deal at Newcastle? But Savvy Mike Ashley had it finger. Nah, back on the first ultimate teams, you'd have been ahead of the curve doing that, but can't do it anymore. Yeah, also, yeah, that's what it was, bro. On the first ultimate teams, 59, man. I'd sit on there 7-8 hours at a time. Yes, Kane, my man. I'm good. How are you, brother? Yeah, back on the first fucking ultimate team, bro. 59 was their gaff. I'd sit on there for hours. And you'd make, like I said, you'd pick up little things. But because I did the trains as well, sometimes you'd pick up a little thing that was good for you, like Darren Benson, that. So there was a market of people who couldn't be asked doing the hard yards on the training, but wanted to make money on the players like Darren Benson. If an idiot who didn't know the market, who just went on ultimate team, bought packs and played it and discarded players and sold them for cheap, you'd get Darren Benson for like 1,600 quid if you kept looking for them. And sell them for 3-4 grand to the people who was doing a quick train like me. If I took an order off one of the forums, because I'd go on the forum, on the FIFA forum, say I'm doing a trade, I'd have 11 that would probably be going on the thingy, and then I'd pre-sell 11, and people would give you which one they wanted. So you'd have to go and get them sometimes. If they wanted Darren Benton, you could, if I wanted to wait and have a Darren Benton in stock, but it would always be a waste. I remember, get this. And it was Darren Benton I chose on my kid's life. So I did a train. And I didn't rate. So do you remember? You could have a player in your squad, a player in your trade pile, and one of each, but that was it. So if you had a third, they had to go. You had to discard them. You couldn't have 3. And I forgot. So I had Darren Bent in my England squad, yeah, because I did an England 99 squad. When you remember, anyone remember? Flying, thank you, mate. Flying, thank you, mate. A block for your life. See, that's what we were saying. Listen, bro. Have you heard the? Sorry, you wasn't blocked, bro. I can't believe this is how bad this is. Again, an active live chatter. You wasn't banned, I promise you. We found it. Did you see the live chat about 2 live chats ago, bro? I realised. I think it was one of the mods that sabotaged me. I've got rid of all the mods now. But I don't know. Maybe it was me. Maybe I somehow did it. But I don't know how I would have done it, bro. Like. At the start of this, I showed the video. I still didn't look at the things. I didn't say it about what useless. I said Liam Senior fits the profile. My dad said what useless. Bro, literally blocked probably 30 odd of the biggest chatters, the most chatters. Seb, fucking Stefan, Paddy. These are the people who was in all week. Rob, every single person, even Terry. I always think, what happened to Terry? Remember Terry? Terry came in every live chat for about 18 months. And I mean, every live chat, start to finish, soundest, sickest guy ever. I didn't look if he was on that. I should have looked if he was on it. Oh, no, he was on it. Terry was on it. What am I talking about? That's what I'm saying. Terry fucking was on it. He's on the video. And how long would he have been blocked? Because Paddy made a new account so he could speak in these live chats about 2 months ago. That's what I said on here. And that was from when that was. So you're talking... Obviously not now because he's not been banned for that long. I've only done one since I moved in this house. But Paddy had been banned from 2 live chats fucking for months, 2 months ago, sorry, before that. How long have people been banned? Terry would never have left. And he's gone. I've sabotaged my own live chats. What was we saying then? What was we talking about? That's what they wrote you down, bro. Hang on, because now you're back and you've been banned for ages, Kane. Exactly, it wasn't for me, lad. Oh my god, yeah. As I've come on here, hang on. Let me send a picture. This is twice, yeah, I know. And bear in mind, I never do these live chats. Never. I've been fucking well falling off of them. And the last 2 I've done in about 12 weeks. Both times there's been a massive scandal unearthed while I'm live on Thingy. And I've not been able to get involved because I'm live on here. This is a massive scandal. Twice. This is a bigger scandal than the last one. You're about to over to you before I interrupted. Yeah, but if you're 98 though, so you're not going to remember the first ultimate team. So you're back in the fold now. But yeah, I will tell the last one about that. So anyway, I've trained a Darren Bent because you'd always put a Darren Bent in your trains because he was a solid seller, Darren Bent. Darren Bent was a solid seller. If you could ever get Kieran Richardson, but he was expensive to buy as a silver. But if you could pick up a silver and train him to 99, he was a good seller. Stuart Downing, some reason. Ashley Young, good seller. Sean Wright-Phillips, good seller. Rooney was never worth it because you'd have to pay a premium for Rooney, and then a 99 Rooney wouldn't be that much more that you would be worth buying a Rooney and that. It was usually the English lot that were the best sellers. And then if you could get like some of the rare ones like Arnik, remember the Serbian one? He was a good seller. But anyway, so I've not, so I would never have a Darren Bent in my England squad. I would just wouldn't really. He wasn't that sort of thing. But anyway, I think because I'd done I can't remember what reason was Darren Bent in my actual squad for this England team. Probably just because I had an England team. Usually would never been there. And then fucking, I'm going to get to that question because he's asked to that. It's the first question I live chat, an hour and 3 minutes in. Remember, I used to take questions off Twitter for the live chat. Maybe I should get questions off Instagram. And I had a Darren Bent in my trade pile. I had to discard a Darren Bent. Probably had to discard about 35 grand. Probably had about 12 million sat in the top right of my screen. And discarded a fucking, what's it called? Yes, Lloyd. Discarded a free, a free fucking, what was I saying? Oh, a Darren Bent for about 35 grand and felt sick for months. And bet you Lloyd, who's just come in, can believe I felt sick for months. That's how tight I am. Do you rate the Scottish League? Nah, do you know what? Terrible. But I feel like I didn't always fit. I don't know if I never rated it. But when we beat Celtic 7-1, Rangers 7-1, it made me realise how bad it was live as well. Because we weren't really great at that time when we beat them 7-1. And they took the lead. It's bad. But I always knew it was bad. But I don't think it was it all? So, is that something we just get blagged to? Like, Torre Andre Flo, was he ever going to tear up the Premier League? I feel like when I was younger, yeah. Like, when I was proper into football, like, say, just so like Gerard Houllier days at Liverpool and onwards was when I was proper like obsessed with football, but could also like was switched on enough in the head. Because when you're 6'7", you're obsessed with football. But I'll admit, I hated it for some decent players. No, I know a lot of good players have come from the Scottish League, and there's a lot of good players in the Scottish League, and Scottish players are good, and they offer you something that a lot of players don't. But the league as a whole, when you're playing like these Invernesses and Dundee and that, yeah. These teams would get smart. They would get, if you drop any team, even Hearts, I reckon, and I know they're probably going to win the league this year, and I want them to win the league this year, but even Hearts, I reckon, get relegated from the Championship, and I'm not joking, you know. Most teams in that Championship beat Wrexham, beat Hearts, if not all of them. It's a bad standard, it is. But the leagues, but I like watching the old firm, and I even like watching the Hibs Hearts game and that. They're quite good. It's funny how insecure Scottish people get when the English people say the league shite is shit, but it's watchable. Sky have got a good thing just having their league all the time and owning all their games. It's watchable because like there's so many derbies down there. And the derbies, because they play each other fucking about 17 times a year just in the league. There's all the derbies play each other all the time. So I'll always watch a Hibs versus not always because I don't really watch football much, but if there's a Hibs versus Hearts game on and Sky on the early kickoff, I'll just get on the couch and watch it. Same with Rangers Celtic, obviously. Same with even like Celtic Hearts, maybe. Nah, not really. That's probably it. Or any of the like semis and that. Yeah, same in it. I like it when, especially because I'm not really massively Rangers or Celtic. I dislike both quite equally. I liked Rangers when Gerrard was there, I did, but just because I really like, because Gerrard really frustrated me as a player. And I think if Scousers were a bit more not as loyal and not as like tribal for it. Hang on, is that way? Yeah. Not more like tribal as for it. That's well better. I haven't had like that the whole time. What a retard I am just by moving to the side. They'd realised Gerrard was a problem for times, and by being he was very himself. You can even tell that in interviews. The Smith Brothers podcast, yeah. Has anyone got onto that? It's fucking sick. And do you know what I believe this year? I reckon I can be mates with Paul Smith. But reckon Gerrard, no, he won't. He's not that good. But I think he'll do well somewhere. I think if he went back to Rangers under the right conditions, he could do well there. He could stay at Rangers for 4 or 5 years, have a sustained bit of fucking success. And am I sat? When have I ever put my knee up and sat like this? This is how comfortable I am. How much I'm enjoying this. This is honestly like therapy for these live chats. I fucking love them. An hour and 7 minutes in. That's what I was saying before. I never even finished that either. I said 5 years. I'm gonna keep cracking on for these 5 years, and I think everyone knows. In 3 years, I am that much of a fat ball for their fans' heads are gonna go flying if Hearts with me. Yeah, come on, we need Hearts. I never keep up on the league. Are they fucking it up yet? Because there's gonna be a point where they start fucking it up, but it scares me that Rangers ended up getting that okay manager because it won't take much for by just fingers. Hearts will start going. It's only 3 points a game in hand though. 3 points above Rangers. Rangers could do it, just because they managed to sort the manager out. But then again, it won't take Celtic getting a good manager to go and do it. But Martin O'Neill's not the answer to the end of the season at all. I never thought I'd end up getting about this. I haven't ended up speaking about all the notes from whatever the last episode was when I never ended up going on them. When I never ended up doing them, because Fingy must have come Tomo and thought, you never spoke about any of that. But I always remember, that's why I said it before Anthony Joshua. I must have had Anthony Joshua because I did. Anthony Joshua was the one at the top. I was saying, yeah, but I'd love Hearts to do it. Have Hearts the only team that have won it when it's not been them two? I feel like Dundee and that have never won it. I always remember when the odd year when it's not been them two, it's been Hearts, hasn't it? Do you know who I thought would do good up there for the Celtic, or maybe they could still do it, Celtic or Rangers job, is fucking Lampard. I think Lampard would be good out there. I always think, and Gerrard, if Gerrard went back to Rangers and Lampard went to Celtic, I think they'd both do well. And Lampard had like sly out results in Europe with Celtic, which is good. Yeah, Aberdeen, actually, I remember Aberdeen winning it once, yeah. That's who I'm thinking of, not Hibs. Aberdeen and Hibs, that's a game I watch as well. I watch them two play each other. Aberdeen and Hibs, Hibs and Hearts, Aberdeen and Hearts. Or is it Hibs and Hearts? I can't remember. But I have no issue with the league. And Scotland's a small place, man, if you think about it. It's a small country, and I fucking would love to move to Scotland. If I hadn't, this is God's honest truth, yeah, if I hadn't had JJ and I was in the position I am with it financially and like property-wise, I would sell everything I would promise you, I'd sell everything I had and just buy comfortable in Scotland and live in Scotland, mate. University's free in Scotland. Are you out of your mind? That's a fucking unbelievable thing for your kid. But like getting a degree and doing your degree in Scotland in that profession is good. Because it's a bit of a like working class sort of like, I don't know if that's true. It's a simple life from Scotland. Yeah, but that's what you want, a simple life. Where if you graft, you get the benefits of it. Gerrard must have gone home a happy man after beating Rodgers. Or Rangers versus Celtic, yeah. That season where they won the league though in COVID, but that might have been because of the fans. Because Gerrard is a bit of a, it's hard to say with the stuff he is, but he can be a bit of a bottler. But without the fans, it made it easy. They went did they go undefeated and not they went undefeated, didn't they? They didn't concede like 7 or 8 goals, man. They were good, but there were just no fans there. But I'd loved that them two up there, Lampard. Look how much Lampard can change. Look how much it takes to just be brave and take a job, and you can change your whole fucking prospects in football. Lampard, after the fucking Everton ending, and even the whole Everton bit was bad. Even just I know they got a good kick at staying up on the last day, but it should never have gone to that. So the Everton does that, and then the Chelsea return. Do you remember the just like comically bad, like meme creating Chelsea return where it took him like fucking 4 months to win a game. He was done, but now he's took that Coventry job. And even if they was to drop off enough and they went into the playoffs, and they want to probably come up, but they've not got the budget where they should deserve to come up, where they should just come up by any right. He's firing well above his budget and his remit and that. So budget and remit, do you know what I mean? I'm still sharp. I can still get into a nice fucking flow and get me sharp. Budget and remit, and but I think they will come up, and he's going to take them up. No. Oh, wait, hang on. Is it Scotland's group that's easy? No, Scotland's group's the hard one, isn't it? Brazil, Scotland. I just Googled Scotland World Cup group. Do I reckon Scotland would get out the group at the World Cup, went undefeated? The fat Stevie and Zabi are one of the only gaffers turned visible. I know. Yeah, I know. And all the United ones can't manage. That's what makes me laugh. But then again, Xavi's struggling at Madrid, but then getting the Madrid job's a bit different. None of the United fucking players can manage, can they? Where's the group? Brazil. What is it? Oh, I've just seen it then and clicked off it. Brazil. Don't know what the group is. Here we go. Brazil, Morocco and Haiti. Oh, yeah, they should do. They should be Morocco and Haiti, surely. Pimlet Gaethje later this month. Yes, lad, then. There's a proper question. So, I didn't think Paddy was good, yeah. Not that I didn't think, I don't know if I didn't think he was, no, I didn't think he was good. I'll be honest, I didn't think he was good. But I always knew he was dead sound in that. And we've got like, not very many, but we've got a few like neutral friends, not what's it called? Friends that are friends of each other. And I always known he's been like the sickest guy. But I never thought he was good, I'll be honest. But then, not the Chandler win, because Chandler looked a bit old. But do you know what it was? Honestly, this is for the Chandler win. Chandler looked terrible, and Chandler is terrible. And that's why I think even The only thing I might think you might see with McGregor is because he's been out for so long and his leg was properly badly snapped, and I think you can't really come from back from them injuries. His lifestyle and time might make just a fitter, body hold up better Chandler win against McGregor. But if McGregor's got anything left, he will beat Chandler. Do you know what I mean? Because Chandler's that bad. So the win over Chandler to me, and like the win over Tony Ferguson and that to me, are not good. But who did he win? The Bobby Green win. So the Bobby Green win was good. I thought that was sick, yeah. And that's when I got onto him thinking, he is sick. And if you get on the floor of him, he will twist you up, yeah. And then what it was, so it was the Bobby Green win that made me think he is actually really good. He's really good at grappling, like super good at grappling. He's a high level grappler. That video the other day when he gets tap mates, and Iron Man, he's probably fought about 7 people before that. Did he get caught in something with his leg? I was thinking, you mad bastard, letting him even, if my leg got even an inch caught when I've got a fight like that coming up, I'd be tapping, mate, because that fight is big for him. He's going to get, so if the UFC, if you're a nerd like me and you're proper deep, but I suppose you'd have to surface dive, but if you just got into it, what's it called? The lawsuit, the fucking, what's it called now? A group of people sued, class action lawsuit that just went against the UFC, like just short of 400 million dollar settlement to all the fighters. Mate, Anderson Silva got 10 mil. Imagine he's probably sat there with these regrets about his career thinking, I'm having to box all these idiots who I don't really can't be arsed with to keep this lifestyle, and then he just gets handed 10 mil. Unreal. Wonder how much McGregor must have got more. A lot of them got a big chunk of change, you know what I mean? Especially the pay-per-view stars. And anyway, and in the documents, you get $500,000 if you fight for. And now they're on this new deal where they've just got 4 times more, 5 times more. I watch it all, bro. Yeah, but that is the more likely chance them to go on my phone and start messing about and go for a drink if I'm having a UFC party, which I have quite often. Do you know what? I'm going to start having UFC parties. I'm going to put the fucking camera at the end of this booth, so you just see it, and we're just going to be 4 of us watching it on this TV. This is the perfect scenario for it. I'll keep the fucking Christmas decorations up all year for it. Who can I recruit? Who can I recruit as my 4 mates who come and do this? And you have to commit to a podcast every UFC. I've got a full guest room now. A couch where anyone will tell you 3 people, can sleep on my couch where they don't. I went and bought the biggest couch. It's never even fitted any of my front rooms. I don't give a fuck, because all your front room is a couch and somewhere to sit and watch TV. That's it. So if your couch takes your front room up, good. It fits a lot better in this. There's actually room around it now and that. The last one was a bit iffy with a fireplace. Biggest couch ever. 3 people can sleep on my couch no matter what. But your 2 is like, just that like noise and that is unbelievable, yeah. And now I've got a fucking full spare room, double spare room, 2, well, double. Listen, 2 people can get there. I'm gonna do this. Do I think Volk moves up in weight class? Do you know what? I was thinking this. I never thought this at all until I seen it where Paddy said, someone said if Paddy wins and then Ilya vacates, can't be asked with the noise of the Paddy thing. I think the only reason why Ilya would vacate and not fight Paddy is if he can't be asked with how much Paddy's going to. I don't think Paddy'd even go there, but like the worry of Paddy terrorizing him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, no, it wasn't. I didn't like MMA 10 years ago. I used to actively call it fucking goth boxing, mate. UFC wasn't that popular in the UK. I'm just putting it on the screen. Don't have to read it. You do well in the UFC. Yeah, I know, but you know what, Kane? And I think I would, but you just need a TikTok and you need a fucking Twitter and that. And I don't want a TikTok or a Twitter. I don't really want that shit in my life. So I'm just going to grind these out. And then I reckon somehow something stupid will happen on one of these. Or I maybe just lose my ego and get a TikTok in a year or something. And it'll just 5 years, 3 more years we've got. 3 more years of making these live chats. I love them, but I come off this and love it. But you know what I'm going to do? I need to piss myself. And I'm fucking starving. I've not had my tea yet. Oh my God, yeah, I have. No, yeah, I've had my tea. What am I talking about? I've had our tea. It was only a bit of chicken. I'm not healthy eating, but I'm trying to not just eat shit. But I am going to eat shit tonight. But I'm going to piss myself. Do you know what? An hour and 17 minutes, I'm literally going to piss myself. An hour and 17 minutes, this has been a fucking good one. I would keep going, but I need a piss. Shall I carry on going? I'm having a great time. I might go for 2 hours. This is the big... Fuck that. Hang on. Watch this. I've got I'm going to get another one of them. We're staying. I'm not fucking leaving. I'm having a great time. Let's get another second. Let's see. Anyway, guys, don't talk. Life's different. Oh, this is a big week. Oh, that was lovely. Right. Brought me here to the last one. I let me tell you, I'm going to get on that line and I'll tell you one thing about this house. Number one. Oh. We'll keep this live chat going on now. We'll go for 2 hours. What's the longest live chat we've ever done? What's the longest live chat I've ever done? Obviously, we've done long watch-alongs, but what's the longest live chat I've ever done? How's the other half live? Don't tell me you've got an open shitter. What's that mean? No, guess what I've got in this new house? Finally, and I've always wanted one. But I was one of them, if I was downstairs, I'm just going in my back. I just open the back door and piss out the back door, but downstairs toilet. I've got a downstairs toilet, guys. I love my kitchen, I've just been saying that. I don't know if you can hear me when I was over there. Look at me, 3 of them. I fucking love my kitchen. I can't believe how sick my kitchen is. Because I'm a hosting guy, I love a host. I love bringing people back up to the finger. Did you remortgage? What do you mean? Nah, I sold one of my houses. I sold my house in Bolton and bought this here. Oh, I love it. Well, that's a lie. I don't fully love the house, but I love the kitchen. And I will learn to love the house. JJ fucking loves it, mate. He thinks it's a fucking... He thinks it's like a mansion. Because it's 3 fingers. Because it's a... I should have really remortgaged, but... I don't think you can. You only probably, but then again, this is maybe what I've been caught with a little bit. Do you know just as lads, girls don't do any different. I think just humans in nature. You're either on it or you're not with your houses. You know what I mean? Like people who are handy and that do stuff, but I feel like you can run a house into the ground a little bit. Sometimes it's time to get rid of it, and just because of our mad properties, well, I never really wanted to get. That was the first house I ever bought. Yeah, that was my first ever house. That was the first house I moved out of mum and dad's into. And I feel like anytime there was a bit of trouble where I needed to fuck off, I'd go back to Bolton and live in that house. I never wanted to get rid of it, but fucking hell, I paid fucking 82 for it. Took fucking 30 odd out of it to buy another house and get an Airbnb, which is that one's the Airbnb. And then just out of nowhere, Birdman, I remortgaged that. Oh no, the easiest of games. Birdman, I remortgaged that in COVID and couldn't believe that it was worth 120. I was like, oh my God, 120, that's sick on the remortgage to buy another one. And then sold it for fucking 160. Like, double my money on it. And bear in mind, I had a tiny mortgage. I paid a big deposit on that. I owed less than the 60. So how sick is that? On a fucking 2 up, 2 down terrace in Farnworth. Farnworth and Breakmate, anyone will tell you who's from Bolton, and if anyone's in here from Bolton, will tell you. Farnworth and Breakmate are the 2 roughest gaffs in Bolton, head and shoulders. For different reasons. Farnworth because it's full of fucking criminals and game kids who'll rob your house, and Breakmate because they all rob each other's houses. People from Farnworth we don't rob from each other or anybody else. We're not like that. But people from Farnworth ain't like that. But I wish I started it earlier. But people from Breakmate rob each other. They're all smackheads. That's a problem there. Breakmate's a drug-infused place. Forgot how bad that was because I've had one for a while. It's the bro, bad. Stefan, do you know what? And that's what when I've got with this one, Stefan, I've realised the fucking how bad it is. When you were talking, and we were talking about it not too long ago, and you were talking about like tax and stamp this and all that, and I was thinking it's not that bad, but then I feel like when every level you go up, you get fucking fucked. Yeah, I know what you mean. You're right. I love the gaff, and I love what the gaff. Do you know what it is? Right, and it's sad this, but it's my mum said this, and it's true. Our generation are the instant gratification generation, but that's just all I've ever known. Every house I've ever bought in my life, yeah. The second I bought the house, don't know if I've said this already on here today. It was very familiar. The second I bought the house, the quickest possible time, unless it's like fitted in with my life. Like I remember when JJ was born, we stayed in Meg's for the until we bought I bought that house on my own. Because obviously, like I was just saying about the thing about taking the money out of the Bolton one and that, but we could have got it ready quicker. But it just suited to have my mate come and help us do it, and then obviously all the shit. I literally the posters on my Instagram, mate. That is people always say like that was a fucking, and it was. But to be fair, Meg she was obsessed with TikTok and that, and did all the fucking, actually made it look like that. But I was the one that fucking did it all with my mates and that. Got that house was a fucking unbelievable. It's now a fucking sick Airbnb and that. We got it looking sick from a full rip. That was a full rip out job, and got it looking fucking sick. But we just took our time. We didn't need to move, but still was all paid for. This one's going to be one of them where I've done loads up front now, and it looks sick. The wardrobes are getting done next week, and the blinds are getting done Friday next week. So that's two big things. But everything else, I'm going to have to do what everyone else, all normal people do all their life, and fucking throughout the year when I'm grafting my ass off, buy it as I go. As I'm working and that and getting paid, buy it as I go. That's what I'm going to have to do. The house. So I keep thinking how sick it'll be in 12 months. But my brain that's grew up in our generation with everything like that on like Instagram and that, is struggling to like accept that. Do you know what I mean? But it does look sick now. And what I love about it is, that's why I put the TV there. The kitchen's fucking sick. So I can just live in the kitchen. I do all my cooking in the kitchen now. I've got a TV in the kitchen. We put all my parties in the kitchen. Stefan, you was here for refurbs, I missed these days. Too many time wasters. Reckon they. Ellis, mate, I don't give you. I've been on here for an hour and 25 minutes. Ellis, I don't give you enough fucking stick, by the way, for that. I've never been Vegas before. You look at you. We can't all be as fucking smashing it as you. Do you know what I mean? Going all the time. I've only been once, and why would I just trust you? Why wouldn't I just? Why is that? That's me though, isn't it? That shows why I'm such a nice guy. Why I am beloved. I'm a beloved figure, a beloved nice guy, because I just instantly think, how would he fuck up? He's my mate, my good mate. How would he fuck up? And you fucked up, mate, big time. Now that I realise that wasn't a grid, that was actually the fucking box, I think, are you out of your fucking mind? Are you insane? Outside a smoke shop, the first wall outside a smoke shop where every bagger in the world will think, who can't believe they finally gone and bought some cigs to put in the joint, or fucking skins because they've had no skins or no lighter, and they think, I'm having one here, and they have a fucking cig or a joint sat right there, bro. Couldn't have been a worse place in Vegas. You may as well just fucking threw them in the middle of the road and just hope that someone ran them over and no one thought nothing of it for a fucking week and seeing if I could get them, honestly. Or just fucking literally anything else. I can't even think of anything as stupid as what you did. Terrible place, bro. No, to answer the question. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, they will. I've still got the Scotland fucking group on my phone. Scotland will get out of the group. How bad? Liverpool. I can't get over not winning the back-to-back leagues. This is just me thinking on my finger what we're talking about. It's fucking killing me, you know. The 5% over 40k straight to the state. I know, bro. How bad is it? I had to pay. So when I come to sell this, because of the stamp duty, I'm gonna lose a fucking. It'd be impossible really, because it weren't done up like this when I bought it. You know where someone just can't be asked decorating for the extra like 15 grand, so it'd be impossible for me to lose money on this. But I should have been flying on of being able to flip this if I wanted to. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna keep it for a little bit, and make like quick, easy, good money because of the stamp duty. If I was to sell this now, maybe like once I get the fitted wardrobes and make a little walk-in wardrobe and that, I'd probably make like 15 grand. Nah, a bit more, probably about 18 grand on it. But that's a lovely little thing for about 6 months of thingy in it, and then move to the next one. But I did my stamp duty. Sad. That is a easy way, is the little quick ones. The fucking, like, if you're working at the same time as well, like once you can fully retire. It's like, I know, bro. I always think that the person I was speaking to today from who I used to work with, I never got to the end of the story. We have this where one day we'll just message each other out of nowhere and fucking be chatting all day. It was good because I was driving to Leicester and back. So another thing, another story I never finished. How mad's this year? All day I wanted to not go to work, and I could have easily not gone to work as well, and it not like I could have. It wouldn't have not benefited. I wouldn't have really lost anything really by not going to work. But I always go to work. Anyway, as I get to work, Thingy's like, oh yeah, have you not heard about all the snow? My sister and my mum had been chatting about how bad the snow was. My sister lives in Leicester now, in Melton Mowbray, like just outside Leicester. And she was talking about the snow, and I didn't even think, well, I'm arguing myself, should I go to work? If I'd have thought, oh my God, the snow's, but guess what? It worked better for me because I'm a jock, me now. So, first few years of me being able to drive later in, yeah, so 20s version of me. I weren't a great driver, and it was known, and I thought it was a bit of my part of my jokey personality. And then the Newcastle big story happened, and I always thought, that's embarrassing. But it would have happened anyway, but be a better driver, do you know what I mean? Because I fully panicked in that situation. And that's why, because I just weren't a good driver. Now I'll put my driving up with anyone's driving. So anyway, took this fucking van up to Leicester, and there was no one on the roads, but it was snowy. Like, it would have been snow days because of how much snow was on the other side of the roads. Only a few dicey roads, because how much snow was either side of the roads, all schools and that, I'm guessing, would have been off. No one's on the road, so I was back in record time. Soundest ever that little job. That's mad. Mowbray, mate. That's mad. Your sister's in Melton Mowbray. My mate, who's nowhere. 10 minutes. Oh yeah, that's a girl though. My sister's half Scottish, half Nigerian. But yeah, as I was saying then about, so that's the one story. Who's LS7ZH? Who is it or LS? Do I know you personally? Because when it's like, I don't know. But as you said, when I was working at Saha, and the person who I've been speaking to all day, we was talking about Pete. He was like one of the sounder, like more manageable, more management. He had like 14 houses, yeah, whilst working there, and it used to be like, sometimes it can be stressing, because the housing market wasn't really like it is now. I think it had been in a bit of a dip. But when I bought my house, it had been on the market for fucking, the one in Bolton, it had been on the house for months for like 82, for like not even 82 grand, for like for 85 grand, and I got it for 82.50 or 83.50. It had been on for fucking months. Oh my God, I remember the first day I moved in that house, and I was fucking buzzing, because I stayed at mum and dad's till I bought the house. That was always my plan. Fuck renting. So I moved out at 25. Was it 25? 2 days before my 26th, or 26, 2 days before my 25th. That house, bro. I always say bro like I'm talking to one person. That house, I made fucking sick. Did you see the fucking rental? Well, maybe you did on my story, the rental video. The guy who's selling it did put it on Harrison straight away to get rented. He fucking rented it for £1,000. 2 up, 2 down in Falmouth, getting £1,000 for it. And you wanted to see the fucking how sick my house was. When I look back at it, how sick I got that house. I spent some serious money on it, but got it all back by him. Because I paid like £10,000 for that bathroom just before. £10,000 wasn't a lot for a bathroom. It was a lot for a bathroom. That bathroom would have cost you probably, honestly, like 20 grand now, 20 more. And so that added, and I only paid 10 for it. I do miss that fucking bath. I've had a bath since I moved here. I miss that bath so much. What was I doing then? Amazon photos. Anyone have them? Oh, sign with Amazon. Because I got my new finger. Does anyone have Amazon? The other benefit I only use. This is the only one I use, and I use it loosely. Just sometimes when I find something like this. Does anyone use the full benefits you get with Amazon? Anyway, this Peter Latham. Oh my God! Look at some of these old time pictures, man. Look at that. Me, Dean Raven, and Paul at Palace Away, mate. Yes, on the outside thing. Me in a Vivian Westwood t-shirt. Fucking hell, 2018. See, that's when I got the house. So 2018. Yeah. March 2018 is when I moved in that house. March. There's my housewarming. Is it? Nah, that ain't my housewarming. Where's my housewarming? What are we on here? March 10th. I moved in March 15th. Oh, there's my housewarming. Yeah, boom. March 18th. But I moved in March 15th. 2018. So what's that? 2018 is 7 years ago. So take 7 years off my life, because we're not in that time of this year yet. Anyway, take 7 years off my life. 25, yes. I was 25. 2 days before my 26th birthday, I moved out to mum and dad's. I've never been back. Bought my first house. Loved it. There's my housewarming picture. Me, Callum, Jay, Chris, and Rooney and Louis. Can't see it. Don't know how to make it thingy. But this is a fucking game changer, mate. I'm going to start doing them videos where I play a video there. Have you seen that? Mel's just fired up. I don't even know who that Melser is either. But when I watch one of his skits, not his skits, but his thing, he is fucking fired up. Right, listen. It's been going for an hour and 33 minutes. This is who's going to stream for the next. So I'm thinking that, yeah, I want to have 3 of my mates streaming in this little area here for the UFC and watch it on the TV. And I think it'd be good. But yeah, I might stream for the next UFC. Yeah, because it's the first one in the Paramount. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to confirm that right now. I'm going to sit in here like this and put it on the big TV in front of me there. And this is a perfect place to stream. And I'll stream the next UFC card. But I'm getting off because I've got ages. You know what? I need a piss again, no joke. This is legit because once I have my first piss, me, obviously everyone knows that. I reckon, I was saying that then, I reckon that might have been my first proper piss of the day. I think I might have had, I can remember stopping at the services when I let Pedro at the van, and I did go into the toilet. I put him back in the van after he did a little run around, and then I went back into the car. Yeah, I'll do the Paddy card. Can you believe, by the way, and I love, like I said, no, I love Paddy. I'm a full behind Paddy. Can you believe they put Paddy as the main event over Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes? That is insane to me. That's one of the biggest women's fights of all time, ever. Kayla Harrison, probably the best or the most like decorated women's combat sports star ever now, versus Nunes coming back. Crazy, but I think that's them two names are more known to me that I would classify myself still as a hardcore MMA fan. Whereas Paddy and that are upcoming stars. I think they're going to start trying to make them into stars like wrestling. That is right. I can't believe I've been drinking it for an hour and a half. I've had 3 though. What's he saying? Oh, Ryan. Right. Am I getting off? Am I staying on? No, we're staying on. Do you know what's bad as well? I was thinking this the other day. Well, I think you were talking about it yesterday, Luke Thomas. Tom Aspinall. All the people giving him shit. I said this was one thing that was on my notes for all that last live chat. Can you think about this? Imagine, yeah, when we catch our eye, when we touch our eye, or when something, you ever scrape it by accident or someone touches it, and it feels like you want to die. Like it literally waters, it hurts, it like you can't open it again for ages. Imagine these people these fingers when they go, when you watch the slow, it's not just an eye poke, it goes in, the thing will get to here. Imagine that, mate, in your eye. Imagine that inside your eye. I guess maybe your eyes are more susceptible to than what we usually give them. But imagine it, yeah, in your eye, and they'll go this deep, knuckle deep, yeah. And then people are thinking like they could fight on just because some idiots who've not liking the position. Why would anyone in the fucking right mind fight and possibly lose the world heavyweight UFC, a bigger problem? No, not that, because it's all the belts. But one of the biggest prizes in combat sports, yeah, where every fight you're making 3-4 million minimum to fight, yeah, if you're the world heavyweight champion, which is life-changing money. And fight when we can't see. I know, I don't understand why Dana turned on top. Do you know what? No, actually, no, I'm saying that. I do. And I didn't hold it against him. I do. I don't know. I said that. Tom Aspinall that week got ahead of himself. He did. And from his interview with Ariel, he's not as switched on, I think, as we all think he is. He's a fucking bit of an idiot. But I'm behind him. But I know, but Tom that week could come out with garbage, mate. His dad came out and said, we want to run our contract down and box. He did. I seen the interview. And then Tom came out straight away. I want to box and get all that fight week. I want to box Ngannou, who you know Dana White hates. Your first defense of the world title that you got given, by the way, you only won the interim. I know you defended it, but so what? And in the first fight week, you're not bigging yourself up and bigging up the UFC. You're talking about you got your dad out there saying he's going to run out. You want to run down your contract. You got there's 2 fights after this, and then we want to go and box. And then you're saying I want to box Francis Ngannou. The 2 worst things Dana White hates, and he's probably thinking, "Fuck you." And then you've gone and done this. So fuck you. I don't blame Dana White for getting that Tom Aspinall, because Tom Aspinall started it. And that's got me shilling for the UFC. As I've just been saying then with the fighter pay and that, how bullshit it is. He will. Fucking hell, he will. Of course he will. He is fucked, and he does. But I think this is a little bit performative as well from him, from his side. He will, of course, he'll fight again. Yeah, man. In a bit. Right. I've only been on an hour and 40, actually. I'm thinking of all the stuff I want to just fucking go and eat now. Like, literally go and eat. What can I eat after this? I want to eat. I've got munch. You know what? I've got munch here. You know what I've got? Oh, this is something I want to say, actually. This is important. So, I've been buying, I like the blue Doritos, but the red Aldi's fake Doritos have always been just as good as the red Doritos, but the blue one has been miles off it. I don't know about Lidl now, but the Aldi one has been miles off it, yeah. Miles and miles off it. So the other day, I was in there and I had the two, and they've started doing the cheese. They never used to do the cheese. They just did the salsa, the white one, which I love, the cream and chive, cheese and chive, whatever. And I can't remember, but they didn't do the cheese, and then they started doing it. So I bought the cheese, and I bought the cheese and chive, and I bought the nacho cheese. And I thought, fuck it, I'm going to buy the blue ones, yeah? And just give them a go, because the packaging looked different. They've sussed it. They finally cracked the code. The Aldi blue Doritos now, and you get more in the pack, and they're cheap as fuck, are just as good. Not just as good, that's a lie. But for the price difference and the size difference, in the past, I would never do it. The blue Doritos would have done. And if you shopped around Sainsbury's or Morrison's or Asda or Tesco, between one of them would have them on sale for like £1.50, £1. But no, I won't even bother. I'm not even messing with them. These are bang on enough to do it. Should we go through the munch bag? So we got these, and I've got the two remaining. So I bought a red one and a blue one, and I had two dips, the cheese and the chive or whatever, the blue finger. But then you run out of crisp, but you've still got enough dip in each for another one. And then we've got white Maltesers. Bad boy every so often. I like Maltesers probably more than white Maltesers, but as a little bad boy one-off option. 4 Mars bars. The king. When we were younger, well, I'll say we, K98, no chance. When I was younger, you only really had Mars bars, Snickers, Twix, Dairy Milk, and Galaxy. I don't think you had much else. Boost came about after a bit. 4 Mars bars. Sour Skittles, bad boys. I have actually a bit left in the oven, salsa and cheese and everything. Yeah, they're unreal, bro. Sour Skittles. I've been eating the red ones recently. I'm more of a sour man, but I've been eating the red ones recently. I've gone back to sours today. Always Starburst. If you can get the opal fruits, they're all better. This is bad boy, but as you can see, been in there a while because it's sickly. So the thought of eating it's hard, but Biscoff, spread, whatever that is, heavy thing. Yeah, are you a white Twix fan? Kane, yeah, I love white Twixes. Do you know what? So the white Maltesers I don't like more than the fingers, but white Twixes and white Kit Kats are on a keel for me. I probably like a white Twix and a white Kit Kat the same as I like a brown Kit Kat and a brown Twix. But Maltesers, I do like white more. Now, this is a bad boy one. You ready? I might even eat one of these live. Curly Whirlies. In fact, I am eating one of these live. Here's a fucking Curly Whirly. Now, this is bad boy chocolate. Oh, I dropped it. But yeah, white Twixes are good. Would a white Curly Whirly be good? Right. This was one of the multi-bags I went for, but I've had 2. This was the other multi-bag. Just the other ones. Then a what? A broadcast. What's that? And then, last but not least, Budgies. Now, they're bad boy as well. And you can eat them quick, because I'm going to have one. Now, that is a good... Oh, I might even finish my Curly Whirly. Now, is that not a bad munch box? A munch bag? And I've got this, which we'll get at one day. But definitely not today. You know, sometimes when you go in your munch bag, when you're not a bit shocked for whatever reason, or you've just let it dwindle, and you end up fucking eating that, I'll eat it. You've not thinking it. Hang on. I can't wait to finish this because I forgot I had these and go and get these and the remaining little bit of each one and have proper healthy things because I don't even care if they run out. So shout out Aldi with a free promo. But it is serious. Get me for odd. Now I bet though, I'll struggle to even finish that last little bit of Prosecco. Like seriously. No, I didn't realise how big a title race there was in Italy going on. Yeah. You know what? Came. When I've just had that then, I forgot how hard it was to eat. And now you've said it. Yeah, you're right. It's weird. I need another piss. It chews and breaks up a bit weird, doesn't it? Like it doesn't, I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't break up the same. It's like weird in your mouth. Right, anyway, an hour and 43 minutes. I am getting off here because I want to go and eat some shit. And it's been good. It's been amazing. We've had I think this must be the longest live chat I've ever done. I don't think I've ever done a live chat as long as this. This is it. But back on Tuesday. Every Tuesday now, we're going to do a live chat. Do you know what's this? Let me go. How do I find out? Let me go on the thing. Watch this. How do I find out? How do I get on the analytics and that? Because how do I find? And the people have liked it. Bad, you know. People watch the stream, they don't like it. What's wrong with that? I don't know how to find it. Like it. That's my new thing. And remembering at the end to tell people to like it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I honestly don't care if you like it or not. I'll be back on Tuesday, and even though the first Tuesday I scheduled a live chat and cancelled it, but I didn't promise that on here. I promised that to myself. I'll give myself 5. I can miss 5 in the whole year. I'm going to do a live chat every Tuesday. I've done 12 numbered live chats this year. No, or is it 14? I can't remember. I count the other day. No chance last week. Fuck off, Stefan. Watch. Fuck you. But it might not last more than 2 because I've got 5. I might miss 2, then miss 1, then do 2, then miss 1, and be on 2 and be like, oh my God, and then do 17 in a row. So fuck you, Mr. Negative. Maybe I will watch every Tuesday, either 8 o'clock or 8:30. I didn't even finish the story about Thingy. Matt, he says, why do you always schedule them for 8 o'clock? You never get on time. You never start at 8. Why do you schedule them for 8 o'clock? And I was like, I will be on. Sometimes I just want to get on and start a bit earlier. And I never do. I've still got a bit of drink left, you know. But the issue though is I'm going to piss myself. Right, I'm off. This has been good. I think what I'm going to eat. So I've got sourdough bread that goes out a day tomorrow. Today, the 9th. So it'll last probably another day or 2, but I want to make something nice of it now. I might make a bacon and egg sandwich. But anyway, I'm going. Do you know what? I always say that. Bacon, egg and sausages